Fellow conservatives. Last week we posted a video about Mark Carney's support for a foreign-built gas terminal financed by a couple of Epstein-adjacent billionaires. It went pretty viral, and we gained thousands of new followers, including some conservatives, even though we're a woke little nonprofit that longs for the end of fossil fuel expansion. And that's because, although the right and the left can't agree on many things, we can agree that 1, trillion-dollar private equity firms headed by friends of Jeff and Ghislaine don't deserve to have their bad investments bailed out with taxpayer money, and 2, Zoran Mamdani is charming and hot.
The name is Mamdani.
We used to agree on more, even though that's impossible to fathom in a media landscape that pushes the loudest, most unhinged voices to the top. There are progressive and conservative principles that overlap. Principles like protection for workers, freedom of conscience, minority rights, even environmental protection used to be bipartisan until the early 90s. Today, that consensus usually only emerges when the issue is so fucking egregious in its pursuit of power and money that it harms pretty much every segment of the population except for a small handful of wildly out-of-touch CEOs and politicians. Issues like blank checks for the IDF or for-profit healthcare. Consensus-building issues like these cost corporate centrists credibility, voters, entire elections. Ksi Lisims LNG is one such issue. Whether you don't with this gas terminal because of its shady billionaire backers, or because it doesn't have consent of multiple First Nations, or because it'll be built abroad with Korean steel and only create 200 long-term jobs, or because it'll raise our gas bills, or spew toxic shit into the sky and more toxic shit into fish spawning grounds, we're basically all saying the same thing. We don't want our taxpayer dollars funding destructive mega projects that'll primarily benefit a small corporate elite. There are tons of projects across Canada right now that are actually in the national interest and aren't sparking this massive bipartisan backlash. Those projects are where the public money should be flowing, but the libs won't reassess without pressure. So please, woke snowflakes and common sense crusaders, consider my humble plea to come together in a spirit of pre-Reagan camaraderie and give your MPs hell for even considering giving our taxpayer dollars to Ksi Lisims LNG.